The topic of this video is why most men struggle with relationship. So the main two concepts that we're going to talk about is what men think should be and what it is. Let's get on to it real quick. So I think of when should, I think of romantic guys.
Mhm.
The way that it should be this, it should be that. It's kind of like the separation of what is
Mhm.
idealism,
Mhm.
and what is actual
Like reality.
reality. So we have a thing what is called fair or equality or all this
Mhm.
opinion. So basically, is that the one of the things that pop up right away is in relationships is that if the guy makes an effort to make her happy,
Mhm.
then she should appreciate the effort that he's doing to make her happy.
Correct.
And I think that's a
There's
lot of
mhm.
the misconception is that just because you treat somebody kind and you love them, or let's say
Mhm.
that they should be grateful for it that
Right.
you do
And
it.
they should reciprocate.
Right.
They should
They
reciprocate.
should.
Mhm.
So every time you use that word should,
Mhm.
that's what I call should men.
Yes.
They should do this. They always kind of come back when we talk to a lot of men. They're
Mhm.
like, "Well, a woman should do this, and a woman should." There's no control. There's
Mm-mm.
no control
It's
of other
almost
people.
no, and then a lot of it comes off as like blaming as well. So
Right.
they're like, if only she did this. So these should men are also kind of like if men,
Hmm.
right? So
Well, if then,
so they're
I never
like,
thought about that way, but
so they're kind of like, well, our relationship would be great if she would do this.
oh, I
If
see.
she
I
would,
see. I see. I see. I see.
so she should reciprocate. So if she did, then oh, everything would be great.
So a little off the weeds there on blaming. Anytime I have a theory, anytime you hear somebody blaming somebody else,
Hmm.
people that blame, not in all situations, but I think it's always a person that's blaming is a person that's complaining is the person that's losing.
Yes. Hmm.
So it's probably not a fair fight. Let's say
Hmm.
somebody's cheating
Hmm.
and they're saying, "Hey, I'm blaming because you're cheating, you're doing this."
Hmm.
It's blaming is because somebody is losing. Maybe they're justified.
Right. So like in cheating, it's like, well, that's tainting the relationship. If you know.
No, no, no. Like say in a game,
Oh,
like
okay.
somebody cheats,
Hmm.
they're saying, "Hey, I'm blaming this person. This is why I lost
Hmm.
because they're cheating."
Hmm.
So that has a justification.
Oh yeah.
But we get lost in people blaming other people when you have no control over their actions and they're allowed.
Hmm.
So one of them that I hear is older women complaining about younger women dating older men.
Oh yes.
So
Hmm.
the thing is that women are competing for the top men, and the young women have an edge over older
Older
women.
women. Hmm.
So they blame the younger women, but they don't blame the younger women.
No,
They
they shame
blame
them.
the older men
They
for
blame
not
the
being.
men.
They shame them, right?
They blame the men and shame the women.
Right.
Hmm.
So they blame the men because they're losing. They're
Right.
losing to somebody that's younger.
Hmm.
So anytime that somebody's blaming, it's kind of like they're losing
Hmm.
in the game.
I agree.
So that's a side note.
Yeah.
But anyways, so we kind of go back to this is the way it should be.
Hmm.
Everybody should have equal opportunity, equal this, but no, but not everybody's born tall. Not everybody's born handsome like I am. Nobody is born all with all these things.
No, and a lot of things are more attained than they are like given. So it's like people that are charming or charismatic or funny. Like those are all, for the most part, a lot of acquired skills.
Right.
So through situation and life experiences.
Right.
So not everyone is equal. So trying to say it should be this way is kind of like putting yourself in an unrealistic situation.
Well, what's that one saying then in AA where they're like, "Help me have the
Oh,
wisdom to
it goes, God grant me this. Okay,
the
hold on.
serenity."
God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference.
Exactly. That's where I think the
Mhm.
should come.
Mhm.
They're like, there's some things that you're not going to change. Like if you put people in a certain situation under certain circumstances, they're gonna the probability of acting
A
a
certain
certain ways.
way.
That's why like the Germans and Nazis and stuff like that did
Mhm.
horrible things
Mhm.
because you get into this group thing. Now I think women are more susceptible to group thing
Mhm.
for other reasons, but that's another side note. So the should you have to realize that putting your bet on should is not good. You
Mhm.
should put your money on what is.
Right, because I think a lot of men, like you said earlier, like they love to just treat their woman well and they believe they should be reciprocated. But what happens
Mm.
is it's like, are you really going to give your dog a treat before you teach him how to sit or to perform? So it's like, no, I mean, granted, like a lot of people don't like comparing women to dogs, but whatever. It's kind of human nature, like to
Mhm.
train someone how to behave in your presence. So it's like, really, you're going to reward the woman before she even proves that she's worthy of that reward. Like she's not done anything to earn it. So when a guy does these things for her, it's kind of like giving her the reward before she's even proven that she's worthy of receiving the reward, and then being like,
Even though
hey,
she should be grateful because a guy does
well,
a
yeah,
lot for her.
she should, but
That's not how it works.
That's not the reality.
That's what men struggle with.
Exactly.
They're nice first and hoping
to get
that's
reciprocated.
That's what the Robert Glover calls covert contracts.
Yeah.
So one of the biggest things that I learned that from men as game, I always paid attention to the guys that had game that had the odds against them. If you're trying to learn game like from good-looking men, it's no,
because they're like a fool's and wise men's land. They don't really know what they're doing.
They have they don't see the privilege. They're just saying, "Oh, I'm this because I have good game." No. So like say if they're a good-looking guy and they're teaching game, it's not very good game. The game that really works is guys that are short, they're ugly, they're
not wealthy.
Yeah, not wealthy. Those are the guys, and those are the guys I studied. So the guys that I studied that have good game, they have to actually make up for their deficiencies.
Correct.
So the more good looking you are as a guy, the less game you have to have.
Well, and not just that, but I think the men that have those deficiencies tend to be more on the they tend to kind of veer towards the more realistic side of viewing things because they're like, well, I'm not very good looking, so I have to make up for it.
You have to make up for it.
Right. So they're like, I have to do this because if I'm just like, oh, I should be able to get the hot, beautiful girl, even though I'm competing with the guy that has better genes or is wealthier or taller than me.
Or funnier,
whatever. They're like, clearly I'm not going to compete, so I have to make up for it. So they know the reality of being able to like go after the woman that they want or try to attract the woman that they want in other ways.
And that's where it leads to the next thing. What it is. What it is that somebody that doesn't have those qualities, they need to make up for it somehow.
Correct.
So they can make up for it. The biggest one is fashion and hygiene.
Yes, those are like the easiest ones too.
Exactly, because a lot of men don't put effort, especially good-looking men. Sometimes they don't put the effort into it because good-looking men they don't really have game because they don't need game. Basically,
it's like the pretty girl that doesn't have a personality. It's like she's never had a reason to get one or to try to attain one because men just give her things because she's beautiful. So why would she make the effort to have something that's not really required of her?
Exactly. So what is the truth is that a lot of guys, what they struggle with relationships is that what they're doing is they're really having trouble getting reciprocated, respect and appreciation. And what it is that you need a charge. This is what I said, you need a charge. In other words, they need to work for the carrot. So the nice guys or the simps, they give them the carrot first and then hope that they get payment afterwards. And what needs to be switched is that you give me what I want, the payment, and then I give you the carrot, and then you can't run out of carrots.
Right.
So you have to have another carrot, which is your attention, which is your validation, and you almost have to put it in a perspective where either you take it or leave it. Like say if you're a guy that's not very handsome, and so you have to make up for it. So what is it that you're going to hold back from them that they can't get anywhere else? The only thing that they really can hold back from a girl is, besides your attention, is how you make her feel. If she thinks, that's why I always said, I am the party.
Right.
The party is wherever I go. So you have to make that association with a girl that you're going to have a fun time. So the fun is connected to me. And if you want to have fun, you need
to be around me.
Be around me, and therefore I need you to pay up.
Right.
And usually women, what do they pay with?
Their bodies, their sex,
their attention, their respect, their appreciation. So if you don't give me that, then I won't return. So I only reward as you perform. It's basically the thing that most men struggle with. They give and then they expect.
I think you say this, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna say it properly, but especially for the men that are should men. They tend to be, okay, say it for me. It's the one that you say about generosity. So it's...
okay. So this is what I said. Generosity without boundaries is an invitation for exploitation.
Yes.
You're going to get exploited.
Yeah.
Because if you're giving out free stuff, there's going to people that are come and abuse you. So women are that's what I'm saying. Women are not evil.
No.
But you just give them a little bit and they look evil.
Well, it's like human nature. Like we all have that family member or a friend that's just always willing to help.
Oh, like a smooch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's not
like a smoocher.
No, I'm talking about the one that gets taken advantage of. So like you
Oh,
have,
okay. Well, people take advantage of
yeah,
them.
there
Yeah.
are moochers, but no, I'm talking about the friend that's always willing to help. They're always bending over backwards. They'll lend you money or whatever.
Oh, yes.
And what happens? You, as your loved one, like you see it and you're like, hey, they're just taking advantage of you.
Yeah.
So
That you're
it's
not
not
charging.
right. So
Like
it's
you're
like
getting
a lot of
abused.
times
Yeah.
the people that do that to you are not evil, but they're like, well, if I can get away with it,
Yeah.
that's human nature. So when
Yeah.
a man does those things for a woman and doesn't charge or, put her to work for it or make her perform before, then what happens? She's like, why am I going to pay you back or why am I going to
Right.
reciprocate? Because you don't require it. You keep giving, giving, giving.
If somebody's giving you something, then why would you pay for it?
Hmm. And
Unless
that's the
they
way.
ask for a price and you're like, well, I'm willing to pay.
Hmm.
And then you actually feel better paying somebody because now it levels out the reciprocity. It's not
Hmm.
like you uncomfortable. That's why some people, when they're nice, they tell them no, go away because now they feel kind of like that uneasiness that you owe them something.
Hmm.
So that's why a lot of men struggle because they're nice and they're expecting to be reciprocated
Mhm.
instead of treat people in kind.
Mhm.
So reciprocate. If they treat you nice, you treat them nice, and then you go back and forth.
Agreed.
You could be kind, but have some self-respect that people do
Mhm.
not take advantage of your generosity,
Yes.
and that's called boundary, guys. And that's why a lot of men struggle
Hmm.
with relationships is because of lack of self-respect, a lack of boundaries.
Hmm.
You could be nice, but don't get it taken advantage of, guys.
Agreed.
So your time, your effort, your all those
Attention
things, your attention
are very
is
valuable.
something very valuable, and you should give it to the ones that are worth it.
I agree. So
That's what we think. Let us know what you guys think. Hit like, subscribe, all those good stuff.
Thank you.